Do you own Baby Cat by YSL or the dupe Rifaaqat by Paris Corner and are struggling just a little bit to find out where it fits in your fragrance cabinet? Well, me too. Okay, I got Rifaaqat because I was like, I've never smelled Baby Cat. It's hard to get. This is an affordable option. I heard it was a polarizing fragrance. Let me try it out on the low and see how I like it. Got it and started struggling. So I have some wonderful layering combinations with that fragrance that will either beef up what you already have or tone down a note in something you don't want to smell anymore. So if you're interested in that, please keep on watching. This is Rifaaqat by Paris Corner. I do not own Baby Cat by YSL. I've never smelled it. I've heard from other influencers that it's a pretty good dupe, so it's very similar. I am going to read to you the notes of Rifaaqat, and then we'll go over the notes or the differences for Baby Cat, and then we'll get into these layering combinations. The notes for this fragrance are pink pepper and black pepper at the top, saffron and olibanum in the mid, and in the base there's vanilla and cedarwood. The notes are actually printed right here on the back, which is really, really cool. I think that's great. I think a lot of other fragrance houses should do that. Now, the difference between this and Baby Cat, and this is based on Fragrantica, is that there is an addition of a suede note in Baby Cat that's not in this fragrance. So I don't know what that does to the note, if it makes it more smoky or if it gives it like a prominent leather note. I am not sure, but this fragrance is something that as I continue in my fragrance journey, I actually want to wear this. Like, I desire to want to wear this, and there are elements of it on its own that I enjoy. Like when I sprayed this, I smell vanilla and I almost smell chocolate. Like, I don't know what combination in here is giving me a chocolatey sweet note, and I do get the vanilla in here as well. So I'm like, what can I do to either make this work so that I can use this fragrance, or how can I get myself to appreciate the actual notes here, the wearing experience, and all the things. So I said, let me go through my vanillas, my sweets, my gourmands, and see how this addition changes the wearing experience of some things that I already have, and how it can actually help you wear some things that you may have in your closet or your boudoir or wherever you keep your fragrances that you may be struggling with. Up first is Commodity Milk. This is a sweet, powdery, almost marshmallowy fragrance, and for some people this can be a little cloying, and for me, it's like right on the verge. Like, I enjoy it. If I do too much, if I do too many sprays, it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. So what I do with Rifaaqat and this is I spray Rifaaqat down first, and then I put this all over. And for me, it actually tones it down. It gives it more of a base, like something to grab onto. Like if you were to add, like, let's say you had like something that was really, really, I don't want to say salty, but kind of salty. You would add seasonings like pepper and different things that without salt to kind of help balance, you know, the flavor. And the same thing with this fragrance. It's on the sweet side. So, you know, all of these notes, the pepper, the pink pepper, the olibanum, all of those things to help even this out, bring it back to center. So I sprayed each one of my tester cards with Rifaaqat first, and then the actual fragrance. So this definitely makes it less sweet. You smell a little bit more of a drier resinous a drier resinous smell on this tester strip. Yeah, because there is something in here. I enjoy this 100%, but I do know that if I spray too much, I will take it too far. And there is something in here that can go a little bit left, and it may be the milk note for people. It can kind of smell, I don't want to say sour, but it smells something. And with the sweetness, it can be too much. But adding in Rifaaqat for me puts it right at a perfect gourmand with a nice base that it really honestly doesn't matter how much of this I spray. I'll be okay as long as I balance it out with enough sprays of Rifaaqat. Up next is your girl, Bianco Latte. Now, we already know she a beast. We already know she don't need no help with projection and longevity, okay? But some people may think she is too sweet. I'm not one of them, but as I was trying to understand and figure out how to use Rifaaqat, this is one of my great gourmands. And so I said, let's try it. And for me, Rifaaqat comes through more, but with more of a caramelly vibe to it. So I smell more Rifaaqat on this tester strip than I smell Bianco Latte. It smells like somebody poured just a little bit of Bianco Latte inside of the Rifaaqat bottle to sweeten it up, to maybe put, you know, some sugar or caramel notes, or what else is in this fragrance? I can't remember the notes off the top of my head, but I'll try and pop them up for you guys. But whatever the sweeter notes are in here, the milk, the sugars, the brown sugars, whatever, it smells like they put a little bit of that in Rifaaqat in the top and the mid, because there's already vanilla in the base. It smells yummy. It smells like someone that likes a deep scent with a little bit of sweetness. So somebody that, you know, usually they don't wear too much fragrance. They're definitely not going for your Bianco Lattes. They're not going for the super gourmands. They're going for the more serious, non-floral fragrances. But they may be going to a night event, you know, that they want to sweeten it up a little bit. This is what that smells like. Like a good, you know, leathery type of scent with some caramel, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is real. Okay, this one's gonna be a surprise. This one's going to be a surprise to the girls. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And it is good, okay? So, Amouage, Guidance. This is a polarizing scent. It is controversial. Some people like it, some people hate it. I don't know if there's some in the middle folks that are like, I like some of it, but I don't like all of it. This might make you like it. There is a pear note in here, which I think can kind of be a little sharp. Rifaaqat kind of sits her down a little bit. She points her to where the chairs are and tells her, have a seat, just a little bit, okay? And I think that if you tried this and that pear note was just kind of a little screechy for you, if you will, or just a little too tart, try it with Rifaaqat, because the base of that, the grounding kind of earthiness of Rifaaqat, tones it down. Now, I love Guidance. I love Guidance on her own. I literally wear her to bed, and, you know, from time to time, and when I get back in the, you know, covers, I can smell it, especially if I have something else on. And I'm like, ooh, they should come out with some laundry. I know that's ridiculous, but at either rate, love Guidance. And Rifaaqat tones down a little bit of the pear in here. For me, when I wore this, like, the pear is not too much, and I've said this before, I always got the hazelnut in this fragrance that pops on my skin, and I love it. And so I feel like the nuttiness of the hazelnut, the earthiness of all of the things that Rifaaqat has, makes this a great scent for me. This is not something that I would wear daytime. It would definitely be evening, nighttime, or if I'm going to an event where I want to present as stoic or powerful or interesting. I'm putting those two together, okay? I'm putting them together. Y'all, This one cute too, okay? Now, I'm showing scents that don't need help, but with the addition of Rifaaqat, it changes it just a little bit to give it a different wearing experience. I love them on their own, but Rifaaqat changes it a bit. This is Nishane's 100 Silent Ways. This is a beautiful, spicy vanilla. She's sexy, she's grown, she's mysterious, she speaks for herself. She don't need no help. And I did not add Rifaaqat to help her. I just wanted to see what it would do to her. And they're good friends. They're good friends together. I don't even know how to describe this. So I think I smell more of Nishane here. I think what Rifaaqat has done is to tone down the brightness. So there can be kind of for me, a sparkling quality. And I don't mean sparkly like champagne, like you would find in, you know, Kay Ali's wedding scent that everybody's going crazy about, in which mine is on the way. But it tones down the sparkliness of the fragrance in here. It's still soft. It's still like very grown woman, not, and I mean sophistication. That's what I mean, sophistication. This is absolutely gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous. If you have Nishane and you have Rifaaqat, spray them together on a tester strip. I don't want you to put it on your skin and be like, this is disgusting. Spray it together here to kind of see the direction it may go, and then spray it on your skin. See if you like it. Now, all of these combinations I have wore. I enjoy. There's one that is my absolute hands down favorite. I will share that at the end, but baby, it's good. And this one is too. Okay, we have our girl Escapade Gourmand. And this is a very gourmandy, sugary, sweet, waffle cone, caramel, buttery fragrance. This is a carnival, an expensive carnival, okay? Wonderful, beautiful gourmand right here. This is amazing. I remember smelling this for the first time at a niche house that's here in Atlanta, and I didn't buy it, and I was wafting my hands around. I'm like, what is that? And I remembered the woman sprayed this on me. I went back to try and buy it. She's like, oh, we don't have it. Our other location may, but the other location is a good hour away. I eventually made that trek to go pick this up, and I'm enjoying this thoroughly. But with the addition of Rifaaqat, I feel like I get more of Escapade Gourmand, but it has more of a base to it. It has something to ground itself to. So this can like perfume the air. And I don't want to say that it's bright or light, because it's not, but it's just, it's sugary. It's sugary and it's sweet, and it can get everywhere, okay? It can get everywhere. This gives it more of a base to where someone, in my opinion, smelled it in the air. It smells more complex. That's what it is. It smells more of a complex gourmand than just sugary sweet. And I think that's the running theme here, is that Rifaaqat adds a layer of complexion to all of these. It complicates the fragrance in the absolute best, beautiful way, whether Rifaaqat comes through more or the layering fragrance comes through more, and it just kind of grounds the actual scent. This is gorgeous, you guys. I keep saying gorgeous, but I don't know what else to say. Rifaaqat, I'm learning to love her. I'm learning to love her through layering her, and I think that eventually I will learn to appreciate her on her own. Right now, we layering with her, okay? We layering with Rifaaqat. Fleurs, Somebody's Wood is a vanilla woodsy scent on its own. So Rifaaqat has added a layer of depth to this fragrance that I absolutely enjoy. You still get the very perfumey vanilla tones in here, but you get more depth, almost like I did, added some additional woods and the pepperiness that comes from Rifaaqat. It smells more woody, more resinous, and thicker and deeper than this on its own. This is something that I wear going out of the house, just running, taking my daughter to school, running an errand. I also wear this to bed, but with the addition of Rifaaqat, I would wear this on a date. I would absolutely wear this on a date. It smells almost not sugary sweet, but it smells sweeter in a way that this did not smell before. It's like it filled in, like Rifaaqat filled in the gaps that this had. And it added some depth and woodsiness. And I feel like it's going to increase the longevity of this. I get about 5 to 6 hours. I feel like I could get an all-day wear with the addition of Rifaaqat with this one. So this is Somebody's Wood by Fleur. Okay, you guys, Akro Bake is a iced sugar pound cake fragrance. Lovely on its own, I would say, for the spring and summer. But with the addition of Rifaaqat, we taken her to the fall and the winter, okay? Look, this thing bent because I've been smelling it so much. It tones down the lemon in here, because I think sometimes the lemon can smell like cleaner to people. It tones it down. You still get the icing, and it still reminds you of that lemon pound cake. It's just a little more deeper. It just adds that layer of complexity and depth to make this fragrance not cloying, or not feel like you only have to wear it during the springtime, during the day when the wind is blowing and different things like that. This feels cozy. Like, this really does feel cozy, and like I could bundle up with this and still smell sugary sweet, but not like I need to be outside on a summer day or a spring day. Try this, Akro Bake and Rifaaqat. If you have these two, try them out and let me know down in the comments what you think of these fragrances. And I will try and link as many of these as I can if you're interested in any of these fragrances, and I'll try and find the best price. Kayali's Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli is a beast on her own. She needs no help. She doesn't have a problem with longevity. She doesn't have a problem with projection. I love her. I absolutely love her. Some people may think that she's too sweet, too boozy, too, rum, syrupy, all of the things. She perfect for me. But I just wanted to try out to see if Rifaaqat could help tone down some of that sweetness, and she absolutely does. Again, there is a base that's given to this fragrance that tones down some of the sugariness in here. You still get the patchouli, you still get the rum notes. What else is in here? Creme brulee, golden rum, vanilla, Sir Absolute, and sugared patchouli. You still get all of it, and it does smell, a little boozy still, but it's just toned down and thickened, if you will, and thickened in a way that's not sugary, but thickened in a way that's beefy, bassy, like bolder, if you will. And bold, and when I say bold, I don't mean louder or projecting. I just mean do I mean smoother? Like smoother but bolder, if that makes any sense to you guys. It almost makes it to where it leans a little more masculine. That's a better description. So obviously anyone can wear anything, but to me this is very feminine. But with the addition of the Rifaaqat, I think that it gives it a more bold scent to where a guy might say, I could wear that. It is a little sweet, but it got some oomph to it, and I could wear this. This good. She good, y'all. Okay, last but certainly not least, and the layering combination that I wear the most with Rifaaqat, y'all. And I don't mean to put this brand up 2 in a row, but baby, this right here, Kayali's Oud Vanilla and Rifaaqat, when I tell you these two are a match made on earth, okay? These two are fantastic together. This fragrance is already vanilla, it's oud, it's praline, there's airy saffron in here, white musk, oat moss, and I'm sure a whole host of other wonderful scents, okay? But with the addition of the Rifaaqat, it just takes it to another level. I cannot explain it. It makes the praline pop. Like, it smells like toasted toffee. Oh my goodness. It smells like you are in a toffee shop that is roasting toffee, that's cutting it up, selling it. The air condition is on, and that scent is blowing in your face. Okay. I love this fragrance all on its own. I spray this down to the ground all the time. This is my second bottle of this. I'm already right here. Okay. I have another one that hasn't been opened, and I have another one on the way. Like, I legitimately would hope that Kayali would come out with this in 100 ml because I can't. Like, this is going to be always in my collection. I would say I smell more of Kayali than Rifaaqat, but it just adds some depth to this fragrance. I feel like it smells louder as well. And I get toffee, praline, saltiness, butteriness. I get the oud in here. I feel like I smell salted caramel. These two, I can't. I absolutely cannot. And I know I said that I was going to do the sugar patchouli, but it's gonna be these two. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this combo together. Now, let me warn you, when you spray this out the bottle, hold your nose, because she will choke you. She will have you in here gasping, okay? So spray down, spray away from your face, because the pepper and whatever the notes are, they are sneezing inducing. They tickle your nose a little bit. And she thick, you know, she be in the air, so spray and walk away. But at either rate, this with the Kayali is phenomenal. So my final thoughts here, or suggestions, would be, if you have this and you are like, oh my God, I gotta get rid of this, I cannot believe this smells like this, why are people in love with this fragrance? Layer this baby. Layer her until you love her, okay? Layer her until you love her, or layer her until it's gone so you don't waste your money, okay? But I will say that since I have been layering her with these fragrances, I have been wanting this scent profile. So I don't know if that is me trying to force myself to like this, or if it's me expanding my palette when it comes to fragrances and more complex fragrances and things like that. And if I had to guess, it's the latter, only because I'm starting to notice that I'm not really caring, and I don't want to say I'm not caring, but I'm starting to be in search of more complex fragrances. I'm looking at designers like, I don't know. I'm even looking at some of these Arabian scents, like, I'm tired of the dupes. I'm tired of you duping something I already have. I already have it. I don't want another iteration of it. I want something different. I want something complex. I want something unique. And I feel like this is what that is, which is why I am using it to switch up some things, and why I feel like I may be more interested in this fragrance. And so that may happen to you as well. Rifaaqat is definitely here. She's here to stay. Hopefully when I'm done with this bottle, I'm buying Rifaaqat, or maybe even Baby Cat. You know, I don't know if I could part with the 400. I might have to buy a decant or something like that to see the difference. But for right now, she holding me down, and I am thoroughly enjoying this baby right here. All right, you guys, so if you have made it to this part in the video, thank you so much for watching my video, okay? Let me know down in the comments what you think about these fragrances. If you have any of them, if you have Rifaaqat, have you tried to layer her? Is it something that you love on your own? Or is it something you like, put her down, I don't like her, I can't fool with her? Try layering her with some of these, or whatever you have in your collection, and let me know what your layering combinations are. I definitely would love to know. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I do hope that you consider subscribing and you found value in this content. And with that being said, you guys, please make sure that you are being kind to yourself, be kind to others, and peace and love, y'all. The world needs it. Bye.